There you go. There you go. There you go. Everybody's live and alive. EP. So.
Finally alive.
Yes. Welcome back. Welcome to your regained conscious all of a sudden.
Why must I exist?
True. So, with that being said and done, I gotta ask a simple question because I think everybody talked enough when I was not here. Is everybody ready to begin?
As I'll ever be.
I
don't see why not.
think so.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna say, oh, for fuck's sake, now I need to vote? Really?
I'm just gonna say, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Let that be on record that I said that.
And
You
I
have to vote.
said,
Make sure you elect the right one.
Oh,
what
boy.
a wonderful time of day.
The right one as in the correct one, or the right one as in the right wing one?
I think the correct one is better.
Let's
Correct.
see. Give me a second.
That's the right choice.
The left or the right? What do you mean?
The right choice is what you should vote for.
Well.
Right.
People vote the left choice more.
We'll see what happens anyway.
So, last we left off, a lot of stuff happened in a very short span of time. Britt, you may or may not have did something that caused a bit of a confusion and or worry for Nathan. And then you had a very nice talk with Karis about plans and such. Additionally, you're no longer going to the water plane, seems like it, as somebody went in your stead, unbeknownst to you. People of the Centaur got ambushed, but they did the job, even though there's only one survivor that got somehow magically teleported to your place. And technically you decided all to go to bed because technically it's been like 5 sessions and not even 2 days have passed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The stall for Chadwick is real.
Exactly. That is a very,
We're gonna need to spend the entire session in the night to make sure that Chadwick is there for the breakfast.
No one wake up.
Who said I went to sleep?
This is going to be a very quiet session.
Yeah, this is
Snoring.
gonna be an interesting session, definitely. So, with that being said and done, you all went for a long rest. That's because that's what you're gonna do, and all your details, all of your things settled. The next day passes. Nothing happens to you. Nothing wrong. Nothing severe. All of you wake up, I guess. However, your individual selves feel like. So, with everybody, like.
Given the short cycle of the rest, Nathan would already start the preparations for breakfast. I know Britt is the main cook, but might as well lay out the knives.
Just lays the knives and just stays there and does nothing. Okay.
You know what I mean. Preheat everything and so on.
So, with that being said, can you roll me 2 perception checks? Because you are literally the first one to wake up. Because I get, except for against Dagger, who's basically the concept of sleep is no longer a thing. So
Very unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
Oh god, I just realized that that means I can no longer have prophetic dreams because I don't sleep or dream.
Sounds very much like a you problem.
Wow.
And does slightly. That.
The 2 checks are provided.
A second, I just want to make sure something is finished. Where is it? Here you go. So, I thought I was missing something. Anyway. Da-da-da-dum. Dice roller. Boop. 3140. So, one thing that you clearly can notice, just by the surrounding ambience, is the weather became a lot better. Like, a lot better. It's no longer shitty. It's pretty decent. You basically hear a massive storm going on outside and out of the natural form. Albeit for good like 30 minutes you were basically awoken, checked around. You felt a presence. Mind you, Larry has always been on your shoulder, occasionally saying the word Larry.
Of course.
Yes. Remember Larry?
Deep wisdom, as always.
Exactly. But there was this notion that something is staring, watching. There's this sensation that you're being observed. Not like behind, stalk, but more like you pass by something. It just feels like you just passed somebody just looking at you.
Might as well look for the source if nobody else is awake. Running around. Not like actually running, but
Yeah, I
just
know.
walking around trying to find a source.
For
Stop mocking my accent.
No. For God damn it. For about like 5 minutes, you seem to be listening intently, figuring out. It's almost like a chase. Clearly, you caught someone's attention, or vice versa, and now you're basically seeking whatever is hiding. And you come to this realization all of a sudden that you feel like you're chasing a child, a small girl somewhere. Cheerfully, gleefully, occasionally like echoes of a distance, cheers and whatnot, as you seemingly go in circles in the hallways, seemingly actually chasing something corporeal. Takes you a good 4 minutes just walking, waiting, just basically figure out where is the optimal time to basically run as fast as you can and see if you can catch it. Because it always feels like it's around the corner.
Around the corner.
Yes. As you literally feel like you're the closest and the very top, like just beneath the corner, somewhere around the first floor, you turn around the corner and you feel like you're gonna grab something. Like something by the scruff of the neck or whatnot. All of a sudden you see nothing in the hallway except a very tired looking Helena, like 30 feet away from you, in the hallway that you were basically chasing down the girl from the corner.
Tilting the head slightly. Are you alright?
You can roll me an insight check.
Insights. What's my insight at currently? Okay. 32.
First sensation that you sense is one of severe tiredness. Like, you've seen Helena a lot, doing a lot of things through basically passive looking. Although you never seen her rest or sleep. Even though you imagine that she does take rests, or maybe she doesn't. But then you realize the whole exhaustion and tiredness is almost like a ruse. Sense something melancholic about her. Something made her uneasy. Sad even. And while she's trying to act like she is basically tired, wishes to speak, there's something deeper about it. Not really knowing what though.
She like standing in the hallway, like sitting on the ground. What is she doing?
No, you basically turn around the corner, the same corner you probably went for like 4 times in the past 10 minutes, and you feel like you were just about to reach the voice. Turn around the corner, and she's like 40 feet away down the corridor, basically approaching you. Not like chasing you or anything, but basically seeming like walking. Even though you went around this place like less than a minute ago and she wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere this time.
So, what are you up to? Still kind of out of breath himself from just currently playing hide and seek with someone.
Her gaze just looks down. The sensation of disgruntled teenager clearly visible, albeit you know it's a lie. Just kind of looks down and just kind of avoids eye contact with you.
That shouldn't be too difficult.
I know.
Don't think we had a chance to talk in the recent time. Since the elemental planes haven't spent much time here for operation. What have you been up to? Nathan's not like forcing eye contact. He's like looking around the hallway as well.
Persuasion.
Nathan is my persuasion. That was tapped.
Not sure, but you did it.
28.
28. Can you tell me something? What's your what is your alignment?
I think we settled on lawful neutral.
Good. She seems to mutter something about being busy. Less of murmuring to act like she's tired. Not very want to talk to you. But you do sense something severe happening. This is technically a god you're speaking to, or one of its, whatever you want to call it.
Avatars.
Yeah. So clearly she's not exactly in a very good mood, and something did wrong her. And for some reason, you kind of feel like the sensation of being watched and chasing someone down, that seems to, be one-to-one. Seem to be a correlation.
Yeah. Kind of turning away from her a bit. There's a lot of stuff people here don't talk about. Will be a conversation in a few hours. Some of us are having actual problems, and some of us are in actual danger because of things that haven't been told yet. If there's something on your mind that you think we can help with, even if you don't think we can help with it, please tell us.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Come on. I use a different keyboard during the week, so when it's typing is getting me fucking insane. I love the discussion currently going on in Dice Roller, by the way. Did the Dice Roller not register? The 33.
Oh, for free. Okay. She stares at you, clearly measuring you. The guile of a teenager child, young adult fade. There's this grimace, a glare of experience and old. That's the way you could basically describe it.
Hmm.
Then just proceeds to walk by you. And she just kind of touches your shoulder. All of a sudden, you feel to be somewhere else. A glimpse of vision. You see you are basically following what seems to be a 4 or 5-year-old girl somewhere across a city market, seemingly chasing a small little dog up, running while her mother is shouting to come back. She runs out into the street and gets trampled by the horse before everything fades and the screams of a handful of people stop. You look around, you see Elena is gone.
He'll just say something into the empty hallway. I'll be expecting you at breakfast. And just continues on his routine.
Nothing out of the ordinary after that. So, one by one, all of you wake up, and I guess you got a seminar at breakfast, a fucking anonymous meeting. So,
I'm missing, obviously.
well, that's a question. A lot of people are just gonna go get breakfast. I don't know how many of you gonna go. Oh, well, tell all your secrets.
Do I need to eat? I don't. Was I told of the meeting?
No,
Not
that
yet.
was decided when everyone was sleeping. So,
Yes.
frankly,
In the middle of the fucking night.
I'm
Oh.
just not
Yeah.
realizing that it's morning yet. Just saying.
Hmm?
but I'll
I may
put
be
this simply,
outside, but I'm behind the tower.
the DM's not gonna handle this one. This is a player interaction, so
So
Yeah.
so basically,
That's-
I'm not gonna have the meeting during breakfast. I'm gonna let everybody get ready. I'm going to say that in the meeting hall, aka the
That's all.
chapel area.
Oh, the chapel.
So once breakfast is done, so that everybody gets all full, but I'm also gonna tell them why. I'm gonna just tell them that it's about where everything's gonna be put on the table, or all information's gonna be shared and put in the table, so we're all on the same page. Any and all relevant information that needs to be said will be said, and that includes everybody else saying things that needs to be said. So that way, everybody can think of what they need to say.
If we realize
Because we don't want to blindside them.
Dagger, if you realize that Dagger is absent, I would come visit you in your lab, trying to see what you've been up to.
Sorry, I was. Ow. Okay. So you'd be visiting me in my lab? Well,
Yeah.
greenhouse?
What have you been doing all night?
I've been trying to make carbon.
What for?
I've been trying to make carbon as one of the main ingredients in diamonds from what I've read. But I doubt I'm gonna have the method to transform it. Or even make it. It's complicated. What can I help you with this morning? Wait, it's morning? Looks
yeah.
up. Oh, yes, there's light. I've been focused.
That's great. Dedicated to a task?
Ugh.
Also, Araxis, this was like a week ago that I mentioned something in your. Well, in the case, doesn't matter right now.
So, you need me?
Yeah, first of all, I want to see what exactly happened to you. Seeing you in the light instead of really before bed, but also, would you care to visit us at the breakfast?
Although I
haven't
doubt I need to
eaten
eat,
anything.
but yeah. Again,
Have you-
I don't have a stomach anymore, but yeah. Sure. I'll be there.
Are you currently wearing your armor?
I am permanently in the visuals of armor.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, of course. Which would mean I would be able to see partially through you, knowing exactly that there is no such thing as a stomach inside, right?
I mean, how clear of a... okay, pure diamond, okay, so I'm very clear. You can only see the edges of my shine, I'm guessing,
I mean,
and the dirt on me.
it would be quite
Not
difficult.
invisible. Wait, am I visible in water? Okay,
Something to
anyways,
try out, I
moving,
guess.
moving on from
Conversation for
existential
another
dread.
dive.
Even if you don't eat,
Diamond.
I'll be there. Just don't expect me
Be
to
there.
stuff anything in my gob.
no, that's not the
Actually,
thing. Breakfast is
getting
supposed to
asked a
be community, and
I grab Astalos from the table and just have him hover on over my shoulder.
you know what? Might as well go now. It's not like I've done anything productive at this point.
I'm just gonna go to where people eat usually. Last I remember.
we'll be accompanying you on the way there.
Ugh.
You know, breakfast is supposed to be about community, making it together, eating it together. Even if you don't eat, just being there will change the influence.
Fair enough. I've been honestly going stir crazy for what I can do about my abilities, but I'll be honest, I think this is good enough for now.
This
Not
is
like I can
certainly
do
an
much for-
improvement. It's certainly something else.
Although I feel like if I lose part of myself, acquiring new, well, I can't heal like a natural being. I'm gonna have to do it as elementals do, and gather more elements of myself. Which is why I'm trying to find a recipe.
At least that's a goal in sight. And I mean,
Well,
I'm sure if we can get some of the others to have to be in on the conversation, who knows? Maybe someone else has some ideas. Try to get some things started.
I just hope Chadwick's dragon's not gonna poke its head out.
I very much hope so as well.
In any case. So, do you know if there's gonna be any entertainment this morning, or...
It's going to be very. I assume it's going to be a bit stressful, even. Don't think this is going to be a calm morning, sadly.
Well, we'll see how my nervous systems, or lack thereof, is gonna take it. I'm starting to wonder. What are we doing again?
It's what we need to figure out. We're currently in limbo, something in between missions. Apparently, we're not supposed to go to the Abyss and the Maelstrom, so what do we do next? This is kind of what this is
so?
supposed to be about. We need to figure out what needs to be done and who needs help.
I was starting to think that we were here to defend the plane, the material plane. This plane. It's where we live, and it's where all the most innocents we know reside. I find it natural that we would be inclined, even, to protect this land above all else.
We do. Or at least try.
So far, we've traveled in other planes. Like what, thrice? Twice?
Hmm? Yeah.
And when's the last time we fought something in this material plane?
Been a while. I think that's actually good.
I mean, when's the last time I hit something for the greater good?
Not all things need to be solved through violence. We have the option of talking our way out of the situation. I guess it can
Yes.
be done. It's not really what these are for, and he just taps the sword hilt.
We're
I mean,
basically blockers for a closed door.
true.
That's starting to creak open.
We're supposed to either keep it shut or face whoever's trying to open that door.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the two we choose remains to be seen.
Well, if they're evil, they deserve a good whacking. Well, let's not dally. Let's advance. Oh, and how's Larry doing?
Looking to my... Pretty good, I assume.
He seems to be doing fine. Have you tried feeding them?
Something to do with that breakfast.
All right. I suggest some... either some form of insect or meat. Probably bite-sized.
Meat should be doable. I don't know exactly what Brit's making for breakfast, but I assume there's going to be something of that in there. Cut to Brit making a completely vegetarian dish.
I just hope they don't make me a plate.
I mean, second servings for someone else.
Fair enough. In any case, anybody else that we are on our way to wake up before we go, or we just go?
I think everyone else should be there.
All right.
I'm guessing at some point we arrive. I was trying to see if the silence would break.
Nobody else seems to want to have conversations, apparently.
Everybody's.
You
half
know,
of the
Cole,
half
you
of
know
the
what it's doing?
conversation is muted.
We're just waiting for you to arrive.
We have arrived.
You have
We're
arrived.
just
Well,
boy.
then we've
Brit, what are you
stopped
making for
waiting.
breakfast?
That is a very good question. We are going to be making big motherfucking omelets with
wait a second. What do you mean we?
Of course
We the people.
The
Cooking is
royal-
community.
the royal the weed.
Dagger, the Brit is talking to the audience, alright?
Fourth wall break. Fourth wall break.
And let's be entirely honest, cooking is supposed to be a communal task as well. She's leading the entire thing, but we are happily helping.
Mhm.
You know, count me out. I fear I might put some diamond dust in it,
Uh-oh.
if not some dirt or soot.
Hey, diamond's clean.
I'm
Worries
looking at
about it.
myself to see if I have any smudges.
Putting out, while on the same time putting out some like a baked potato or a couple baked potatoes off, just in case people need them for non-meat people.
You know,
So yeah, quite a few people go and well, to get food. So yes, come on, move on this player direction. Also, Cole, all that has transpired. Just remember.
Understood, but you also need to remember he's Cole.
I know. I'm just saying. As a reminder.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah.
Britt, Nathan, have you seen Theo? Last I saw them, I believe they also went through a transformation of sorts.
Pretty sure they did. Nathan wins. Are you at the breakfast? Thea?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
eating?
probably hearing you guys talk about me.
Subtlety in house.
Heard you talking shit.
I'm looking up, staring at you.
Oh, look. They're there.
Gesturing towards Theo, who you were
Waves.
talking about. So,
What did you say?
I said I waved at Theo.
just like
Slightly awkward
from
wave back.
2 feet away. Nathan's moving over
Well.
to the kitchen to actually get himself a plate as well.
Hmm.
So, Brit,
Hmm?
move together a few tables after breakfast and just start a conversation.
Well, I think we were thinking more of the more official area.
Of course. Whatever fits your choice.
Yeah, it'll make sense in the end.
You know, I'm actually gonna do a little bit of sealing this and grab a knife from the kitchen and see if I can sharpen it with my own fingers. Pure curiosity.
Surprisingly,
down
you
tonight.
can.
Oh no. Well, let's see how sharp I can.
Well,
That'll be
Side
my
project.
activity for. That'll be my activity for this breakfast. Meanwhile, I wait for shit to happen.
Anyway, with that being said, yeah,
Post breakfast.
Should we? Is it Nathan? Should we involve any of the others that aren't made part of the main group? I feel like people like Varen's Ma and our newest odd arrival would like to hear any of this.
Still, leader, do you think it's wise to have them be part of this conversation?
The thing is how some of it pertains to the future of what we plan on doing. It's highly likely.
So yes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go find all three of them and make sure that that we're having a meeting with all of them, and it'd be great if they could listen in, because it would have to pertain to them more or less.
Which three specifically are you talking about?
Mainly fuck, names, man. Baron's mom.
Orica?
Has got it going on.
Yeah, Roga. Inca
Uh-huh.
or Elena, whichever.
Mm.
And then
Leo.
our new buddy. Our new
Oh,
buddy
no.
who used to be Ares.
well, first of all, Orc is basically in the main hall, so she's easy to find. You don't know where Elena is. You can't find her.
Okay.
And unless you remember of Orno, well, Orno kind of just went with the Cole, never returned.
Oh. Interesting.
Mm.
Wait, Inca's still with us?
Yeah, Elena's still with us. She has been. She literally just had a scene with Nathan.
Right. Sorry. At this point, they were
Same-
kind of forgettable.
Same person, different name.
Fairness. Which one do we use?
Either or.
Oh wait, no, actually, wait, no. Technically, yeah, you do find Orno. I forgot. Listen, when it's 5 sessions goes and there's not been even 2 days, it's fucking hard to keep track.
We're playing in super slow motion here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Man,
you do
Chronomancer
find
is a
Orno.
bitch.
He's basically albeit
Uh-huh.
he does wake up almost like as soon as you call his name, I guess. So yeah, and
I'm not even gonna bother asking Karas to be here because I know he's just gonna be listening no matter what.
yeah. So I know. Give me a second. Let me give a list. So basically, everybody's gonna be joining except for Helena. And technically, that's it.
Oh.
So the list I provided.
Yes. Depends. Best hole you gonna join in?
Vess is separated from me at this point, I suppose. So that's up to Vess. But Bull is
No,
where he always is.
I think at this point Vez will be entering the mess hall too late and is heading straight into the kitchen.
Remind me how big the table is?
There are tables.
These tables
Yeah,
are pretty
we've just-
decently sized.
I imagine them as like school cafeteria tables,
A bit
except
bigger.
they're made
Well,
of stone.
Bigger, yeah.
At least it's not Dr. Seuss tables, spiraling across the room.
Oh god.
Fuck that.
Anyway.
Actually, no. Just because you said that,
No.
there is one Dr. Seuss table spiraling around
Okay.
the edge of the room.
Yay.
Well, so collecting everyone. Paul, is your simulacrum present? Are you present, or have you just disappeared again into your own spaces?
Simulacrums eat.
No. You probably spotted him simulacrum walking about at some point this morning. You don't know where it is at the moment.
I will call you then. Using a sending stone, I will ask you for your presence in the main hall in about 5 minutes.
There's a pause. No response, but you have the aforementioned feeling that he heard it. There's no static or anything like that. It's just if a sending stone could nod.
I like that phrasing. Okay.
Yes, it's very nice.
Gathering everyone. I assume, Rit, you mean you were saying the chapel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Yes.
So who's gathering everyone?
Well,
I assume
I
Nathan and
was
Brit.
telling everybody. I was telling everybody during breakfast as they were grabbing their food.
Well, Vez wasn't at breakfast, so
Well, I would have been
Looks around.
leaving, making sure
Where's the
everybody's there
lizard?
first. I would have been his last one in the kitchen because I'll be the last one to eat anyway. So
okay, Brit.
Oh,
You do see
no.
Vez entering the kitchen, and upon closer inspection, you notice that there are 3 smaller heads poking out by the legs of Vez.
Heads?
it's like,
Little, small, black snake heads.
are you okay?
I am fine. I was merely looking for some food for the little ones.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh. There's a. If stillness could shudder, it would. It's like, right, well, I'm sure there's some left. There's some. I haven't quite gotten to clean yet, so help yourself.
There
then
should
Vez,
be some
I know
biscuits
we-
in the freezer.
Vez just
Everyone's
goes,
meeting. Everyone's meeting in the chapel for a meeting. Everyone's required to be there.
Vez nods and grabs some food and eats some of it herself, and then put some smaller parts and gives them to what looks like they're actually little snakes. And then heads towards the chapel.
Alright, is everybody there? I assume everybody's already gathered.
Yes.
As like everyone's finally gathered, you hear the magic arcane and poof, pulls at a seat.
I heard a poof.
Nathan's
Looks
currently
cool
leaning
here.
against one of the benches.
Hmm.
Nate,
Good
where are
morning.
you?
I'm just glittering at the table.
Uh,
Not sitting.
Just leaning against one of the front benches, like basically half sitting on the back of one of the front benches, so I'm basically like facing everyone else.
Mhm.
As he's standing in the back.
Do you have the intention of joining me up at the front?
Basically, yeah.
So I'm gonna walk through, walk up there, make sure you're up there with me. It's like, well, certainly has been a few interesting week. I just come to the realization that it is time that now more than ever we need to put all cards on the table so we can be more effective going from here on out.
The leading question we have right now is, stupid as it sounds, what do we need to do next? And this question divides into 2 simple questions. For the Chosen of Tarumak, looking to all that remain, what are you currently working on? What do you know? What could be a danger to us in the future? And what do we need to do to work towards those processes? We can go through the list in a second. And to those of you who are not of the chosen Tarumak, why are you currently with us?
Well, that's a bit harsh, don't you think?
This is not harsh. I want an answer. Because we are in the process of migrating from one mission to another. Apparently, planes have been called off. Yeah?
So immediately as you know, you asked the question, why are you here? Immediately, you know, there's a group of Nornians, 8 of them, with Arthur included, and Runt immediately raises his hands. Because you hired us.
You're the exception
About
to this.
that,
Then of course, Kelt also raises his hand. Because you hired me and you haven't paid me.
Thank you for bringing that up. It's been a deal that started with Theron, and we have never finished this. Approach me later about this. I will deal with this.
Odds.
wait. Where are you again?
The gunsmiths.
Oh god.
Yeah, the gunsmiths.
Yeah, the gunsmiths.
No, I'm talking about the. You know what? Never mind.
Kelt?
Yeah, but
Kel.
don't tell him.
Okay. All of a sudden, on Brit's shoulder, you hear a voice. Food! Disappears.
I look.
Oh, that's fucking
Did I
good.
notice that it was at the shoulder?
I know who it is.
Do I notice that it's at the shoulder, or?
For a brief as a moment, you feel like it's one of those like cut frame moments. I'm gonna say food.
I kind of shake my head.
Wait, I didn't brew one for you. Wait,
Just remains confused.
Then you got the the sailor, because he didn't even ask for his name. You know, the old man. He just kind of stands up, looks at all of you. Oh, I have nowhere to go. I should have been killed, but I got saved. So I'm just staying here because I have nowhere else to go. And then he kind of gives a polite nod and just kind of sits down.
About you.
Then you got forgot who's the... Oh fuck. Wait, my brain is drawing a blank.
Too many people.
Yeah, there's quite a few people, I ain't gonna lie.
Lena, Orno.
At some point.
Lena
Did he
or
say-
no, those people are not gonna stand up or say anything.
Laura Arthur.
Arthur, you seem is basically with the group, so.
You know what? Let's not even mention the child.
I mean, Laura just kind of looks at everybody as they stand up, and I mean, can only assume that she's not exactly has a very big idea in mind what she's doing here. She's like 8.
I'm just gonna like look at Laura.
when you're done eating, you're allowed to leave the table whenever you want.
Oh yeah, and Leo actually stands up. To assist you, because you kind of saved my life, so I'm kind of owing to you. You know? Looks at
it's
you,
also-
Nathan, gives a wink that is not very...
Subtle.
Yeah.
Looks at him.
Why'd you win?
Oh, and Derek, so you don't need to tell us why the Dragonborn girl is here. We already know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we very much know.
Oh, yeah. And Nora as well. Oh, God.
Well,
Warka doesn't stand up, but she just kind of says simple, I want your master's head.
I was just about to ask, who else has beef with
send
Tarumak?
Orno just kind of looks at all of you, also nonchalantly. and looks at you, Nathan, for a bit too long. You know what he's. You know he said what he is doing here, and he's like, does he actually need to say it out loud? Like he gives you the look, like, do I really?
Please, open to the podium.
He doesn't stand,
Wow.
but he does say, I made an oath to the previous soul that owned this body that I will slay the demons of this invasion, and I shall be bound by that oral contract. Afterwards, I will do as I will.
Excellent. Well, Adriel, thank you for being here and helping us in this endeavor.
We're not even halfway done.
Yeah. Well,
Nathan's
we're-
kind of trying to push away
I
your...
think we got the NPCs out of the way. That's why I said it.
Okay, no, but you're not done anyway, so
Oh.
let him speak.
Long not done. Continuing on. Vess.
He looks up at you.
Glare.
Why
don't
are you
think-
with us currently, and what are you currently doing?
Sorry, what was the question?
Why are you with us, and what are you currently doing?
You see Vest step forward. And yes, the little heads are still there.
Are they alive or just little head decoration?
They're alive.
Literally alive.
They're alive. They're alive. The little snakes.
Oh. Okay. Cute.
I am here with you to hunt down the foes that has cast dismay to this world, the demons. And what I'm doing now, I still remain idle to hunt these foes. Preparation is what we are doing, correct?
Preparation is what we are doing. What about...
Just making sure we're on the same page.
What about these? And he gestures specifically to the snake heads.
They're adorable, by the way.
A
I assume.
recent development. They are my children.
Congratulations.
Nathan awkwardly says, congratulations.
Before everybody says the same thing over and over again, give me a second.
Does everybody congratulate Vess on becoming a mother?
I'll post this and we got it through. There you go. Congratulations.
That's that dealt with.
Yeah.
I have adopted them. So, they...
Who's the father?
A great divine being that was dying and had to be put down.
How did you come into contact with that being?
That is a long tale.
One I'll be happy to listen to later.
And she takes her position back.
Thank you. Theo.
He raises an eyebrow.
Why are you with us, and what are you currently doing? How are you actually with this? Change and development.
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. It's a slight smile. Answer your question. As you know, I'm here to kill demons. At least originally. Trying to find a real purpose. And to defend this plane. And to travel with you has given me an opportunity to make real change. And I decided to stay with you because it feels like a string of fate has attached me to you. Right now, I'm doing what's needed to get stronger. But I think you know that.
Nobody else does. And one of the things that are really problematic right now is the fact that way too many things are done in the shadows that can, in the end, still affect everyone.
Well,
It was you who killed the elemental in the Earth plane, right? Sorry, that
Yeah.
was the Earth plane, right?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Sure.
yes.
It was.
Yes, why?
That was the hell of the Dragon Well plane, right?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The Dragon Well plane. That's the one
The
who
Chadwick
helped
hat?
you do that. No, Dragon Well plane, the one that Theo has.
Okay, thank you for your clarification.
He stares at you. What are you getting at?
Just common information.
Yes. He did
You
help me.
You have made a deal with a Dragon Well plane. Somebody who considers themselves a sibling of Karos.
Yes. You know that already. Why do you ask me?
I'm not asking you for myself. I'm asking you for everyone else. Because while I have seen this Dragon Well plane, I've gained the impression that nobody else has.
Wait, there was the well plane?
Yes. Theo has been joined by a Dragon Well plane that's been sitting on her shoulder for quite some time now.
Theo's looking around. I don't know why they should know.
Because
Doesn't really make
in a
difference.
conversation with Karis, this will be important later. We will elaborate on this in a bit. For now,
Alright.
thank you. Cole.
There's a moment's pause before his eyes are very solidly locked onto you, and they moved with each introduction.
Do I have to repeat the question?
Choose your words carefully. And he nods.
Why have you joined us? And what are you currently doing? Those are the two questions.
I joined you for research.
Research on what?
On truth.
On truth. Referencing your magic, very well.
There's a pause. And then a moment's pass. I do quite a lot in my daily affairs. Narrow it down for me.
I'm going
Have you
to.
been... Sorry?
I was going to say, anything that is relevant to our current plight and or information that you feel that we must, at this point in time, need to know to better do the job.
That sounds a bit vague.
Research needs a strong foundation. And I assume that you know a lot about the things going on here. I assume, at least in one occasion, looking over to Vess, you've had separate, further conversations with others. Side missions, even.
He raises an eyebrow.
Are there any side missions that you've done with any of the other members present here that have affected our situations as the Chosen of Tarumak, or as this group in total.
Yeah, thanks.
Left an imprint on people, regions, gods.
There have been a few. Some with you, some with the people that surround you. Right. I think I understand your question. His eyes break from yours for a second as he looks forward, searching his memory, nods, and then looks back. There are two that might concern you. One, far back, two near introductions. Sergal and Chadwick went off with me as their escort to death row. Down the
For
line.
what purpose?
Oh. For what purpose they went, or what purpose I went?
For what purpose you went?
We'll let them say why they went. Looks
For
at Circle and
research.
Chadwick.
And obligation. After that, I've incurred a small set of missions with Vess as a part of our agreement for me to handle Vess's situation. It is safe to say that my approach has been successful for the moment.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Anything else we need to know before we move on?
Are you pointing that at Cole in the room?
At Cole.
He thinks for one moment. Nothing that will clarify your worldview into little checks and boxes. Right.
She's going to nod. It's like, guess that leaves our group then.
Going through the list. I'll start for myself. As you've known, I've taken an oath with Saloon, and in process lost my eyesight. And if you've deduced, I can still see and see beyond. And I've seen a few things. Subbus, Fierce Dragon, some of the magic at play with Cole, and some other effects that some of the other members of this group have left on the world. I will bring them up as necessary, given by themselves they would just derail the conversation. The only secret, I think, that is somewhat relevant is that I'm still sometimes, and he puts heavy emphasis on the sometimes, in conversations with Lecter, the king of the archipelago. He has, when we first opened the lead boxes, he was he was very terrified of what we did, and I've kept him in check since, on some things. Not nearly everything. Some things. If there are any specifics you wish to know about, feel free to ask me. The only other thing of note, according to an incident in Hero's Turn, where I visited what was supposed to be an exclusive club of in the know, probably is better than that, yeah, sorry. During an incident in Hero's Turn, I was informed about the fact that there's a decent number of traders amongst the Tritons who have started political deals with the archipelago, and I was briefly associated with them. One of the brothers of Lecter seems to be wary of me. That's about it. For the moment. Circle.
I was actually gonna ask a question to you.
Sure.
But you were talking a bit too fast.
Sorry. If you raise your hand during this, Nathan will immediately stop and just... Yes?
Raise my hand. Do I just say it and cut you off, or?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. Nobody better say I cut off people.
So, what do you
Nathan's
mean
talking
that?
too much today, anyway.
Yeah.
So, what do you mean by was scared by what we unleashed? The king
What
of
we
the
did-
archipelago, which we heard Farron over the top about the people from archipelago doing grand things. We're scared.
There was panic when we opened that box and basically started a war on 7 different factions. And from what I can gather, the archipelago has a lot of connections to all of them.
Connections. Oh. Alright.
And
Guessing
being tied
must-
up in the middle of that must have been sending a lot of alarms at the same time.
I bet.
The first response immediately afterwards was to threaten us to never try planar travel. That threat has since been revoked.
Was wondering why they didn't smite us as soon as we entered the other plane to fix the problem.
Because I had a conversation beforehand with them about the fact that we would be going to different planes.
Alright. That ends my question.
That is partly correct.
Partly.
Yes?
Looks over.
There is a pause. Then something clicks. Would you like me to clarify?
Please do.
Yes. Yes, please do.
Clarity is the entire point of this conversation, so please add anything you have.
I would wager, due to my own understanding in research of the archipelago group, that it is more complicated than simply allow. Kind of looks to the each paladin member group, but he skims over Sergal and Chadwick, and he skims over Sergal, Chadwick, and Rog, and his eyes linger on
Rog?
Dagger.
Sorry, old habits. Dagger.
Wow.
His eyes linger though on his eyes linger on Brit, Yo, Nathan, and Vets. Your actions are not your own. You represent deities. If that was not the case, I assure you, your situation would have been over a while ago. Kind of leans forward. Nathan had to back off. He kind of looks over at Nathan. He had to back off not because he wanted to. If you look at anything, Lecter is a bit of a control freak.
Looking around the room, are there any scrying sensors? Or is this
It
place
does
also safe?
every second, no.
Very good. You see Nathan looking up slightly and then just focusing back on the conversation.
In essence, though, if he tried to control your actions, he'd be trying to control a representative of Saloon, or a representative of Doran, or Korab, or the Whelpling.
So, getting the wrath of a god is not the wisest decision, and he knows it.
He nods.
Theo would actually look up at him and say, "What makes you think you're not being controlled as well?"
There's
A
a
fair
slow
point.
turn. Oh, and he looks over. Because I know who's playing the game. And I know who pulls my strings as well as yours.
And why don't you tell us?
And at that point, oh, goodness. Ask yourself this. And he looked over at Sergal at this point, the person he skimmed beforehand. Sergal, you serve Lathander, correct?
Sergal would kind of search Cole's face, trying to figure out, like, the
Intentions?
the kind of intentions behind it before nodding. I do.
Sergal, do you consider Lathander a good-hearted god, one with your best interests in mind?
Ready for the throat?
Sergal pauses. I would call him good-hearted, but that does not necessarily mean he has all of his gifts focused on one person.
Certainly not. And a wise clarification. However, Sergal, you are quite important. Most of you are. So why has he neglected to share information that I have that you do not?
He has time. He has his own timing.
I'm afraid
I've
it's more
actually-
complicated than that. You see,
Sergal kind of gives a half smile and says, "If you think so, I've asked him."
there's a pause. Kind of reads your expression for a moment. Or for refocusing. However, you do not have all the cards. Kind of looks over to Nathan. You don't. Your god specializes in handling illusions. Looks over at Britt. You undirectly serve IO. All of these gods have much more cards than we do, but we are not privy to all of the information. And for the same reason that Nathan backed off from trying to control you, I must back off from trying to influence your decision. Or if I give you information they do not want you to have, then my head will be on a pike. And yours,
Wait,
shortly after.
wait, Nathan control?
Lecter.
Okay, so sorry, it is confusing for me as well right now.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Don't think of the player, think of the character.
I'm trying, man. I'm doing my best.
Do your best.
But he kind of looks over. In short, I know things about what will happen that you do not. Things that are somewhat relevant and things that are certainly not. However, if I told you everything I could, then you would be killed.
Information is dangerous.
Exceedingly so.
You have proven to be a great teacher before, right?
His eyes shift over to you.
The next time we have the opportunity to, and at least from the current look of it, we do have a bit of space in the calendars. Plan a lesson, please. And if you do, try to teach us what you consider will not kill us.
I second that. Would be wise to expand our inventory of knowledge.
I guess
He's
what you're
carefully.
saying.
Sorry, go on.
You have all the reason to be worried about the danger the information you know possesses. So I ask you to weigh the relevant things and tell us what you think weighs less.
There's a pause. It looks like he considers your statement. I understand your frustration, so I will offer a compromise. I can clarify which you misunderstand. However, you must understand that there is no cross between information you want to have and information you can have that you do not have. If there is something you do not understand that you wish to understand more, then I might be able to be of assistance. However, purely new information is more danger than a help to you until you find it through your own methods. After all, while I believe no one should be lied to, not everyone is worthy of the truth yet.
One thing at a time, I suppose.
And please,
You know, it's...
help us become worthy.
You do not know what you ask for. And he leans back and he...
I don't. And I want you to change that.
Kind of chuckles.
And how high is your passive insight again?
My passive insight currently is, 1 second, 28.
Yeah, you kind of just, you look at him, he doesn't believe you.
On which part?
There's, you take one look and he believes if you understood what he's understood, you would not want the information. He does not believe you would legitimately want this information.
Probably.
Brit, Nathan, can you remind me how Farron went up? What happened again on that?
Fell to dust.
Any reason did we find out?
He was thinking of a way to craft things better. I can only assume he found the answer he was looking for and then turned to stone, and then dusted away.
As far
as I'm aware.
As soon as you say turn to stone, I look at myself a second, and
Speaking
guess-
of,
is that what information does then?
Dangerous one.
And Cole nods, self-affirmation hitting hard.
Well, I'm not dust yet, am I?
speaking of which, I believe it's your turn. Sorry, Sergal, but it's just convenience.
Sergal will just like casually shrug. I need
Don't
some
worry,
time
you're
to
next.
collect my thoughts anyway.
Well, you are next. You're next. So
Are we?
After-
Are we
It's your
actually
turn.
going to make?
it's your turn, Dagger.
What do you want to know? I don't really have that.
Well,
Why
first
do you
off,
currently look like this? What have you been doing recently?
Accident. So, against my better judgment, I try to cut corners on my most recent potion. Something unwise, don't remind me. And, I drank the wrong potion. Kind of nods like, you know, that hands interlocked over stomach, kind of swaying a bit, nodding. Yeah. Honestly,
And what was the right one?
The right one, I fed it to a plant. I think a cabbage. I haven't checked up on it yet.
Please do.
Yeah, I should probably. I just gave up and dumped it. Because if I would have drank that, I would have just completely died. Most likely. And honestly, I don't really trust anybody here with a potion that could do a lot. I'll keep humanoid experimentation to myself. Looks at myself. Although I'm not much of a humanoid anymore. A being comprised completely of diamonds, pure diamonds. I don't need to eat, sleep, can't be poisoned, and although I found a new feeling of being able to come out of most situations unscathed, I believe that if I do miss a piece, it will be very costly, if not almost impossible for me to reform. So, currently trying to figure out a method to create more diamonds. If anybody has suggestions, I'm open. I'm done. He's kind of quick to dismiss it.
So, alchemy.
Yeah.
Very well. Does your old goal of regaining ancient strength still stand?
A bit of a fluke at the moment, but at this point, I think I'm a bit... He kind of hesitates, turning his head a bit. Set in stone. I doubt I can improve much, unless by divine hand, which I'm going to have to work towards, with most likely zealous intent.
Very well. Keep to it. Next in line. Sergal, what are you currently up to?
Well, past the usual, making sure the world doesn't become another layer of hell. Me, Tella, and I went hunting, and we encountered what I can only describe as a malformed dragon wearing armor. It walked on its hind legs. It had just the tiniest little arms. They looked useless, frankly. And Tella with I assume Tella is in the room
Present.
since everyone is And Tella, as he says this, Sergal looks towards her. Took it down with probably the sharpest shot I have seen with a bow. After that, we took a bit of a rest and came back. But frankly, what I've been doing is mainly amounts to helping around the base and praying to Lathander.
On that,
As
continue.
for
On that,
as for
specifically. Your prayers, while they haven't led to straight answer as they have in our case, what I said
I
that
wouldn't
they-
say that it hasn't led to a straight answer. The straight answer was just wait. Be patient.
Full?
They spoke as if they were planning something for later down the road. I couldn't tell you what it is. Like Cole said, I don't have all the cards.
While you do not have all of the cards, one thing I can tell you. Last time you prayed, I told you that your prayer had sanctified the ground, right?
Yes, I gathered that much just from my own.
Your prayer
device.
left ripples in the reality in the sky above your prayer side. You don't have the cards that are being played yet, but your prayers are forming the board the cards will be played on. Keep at it.
Sergal kind of nods. And he furrows his brow like he's thinking for what else to say before taking a deep breath and looking around the room. I haven't been entirely straight with all the information I have about myself. As most of you know by now, I am a tiefling. Someone born with infernal heritage, and I was pretty much vilified in the town where I grew up in for that heritage. I never figured out where that heritage came from until recently. And, you all know Tarumak, of course. He's the reason why most of us are here. Apparently, and you can see he's very carefully gauging the reactions of pretty much everyone in the room as he's saying this.
Full Esther.
Almost like it's almost like a kid admitting that he like stole cookies from a jar.
You can tell Britt is nodding in approval for you doing this.
Tarumak is my uncle.
Okay, gem eyes going wide open, if you can even see it. Did not see that coming. Would spit drink out.
I'm sorry. What? You're related to.
Apparently. That was apparently why he picked me up in those mountains when I first met him.
Wait, uncle. What does that mean exactly?
Oh God.
Wait a minute.
Tarumak's brother is my father.
If remind me, did Dagger heard the information of that before, or?
Yeah, you were gone, but that's is the thing is that there's a feud
Okay.
between. Basically, what we're involved in is a brotherly feud.
Okay, I was you just needed to say yes.
Yes.
Just making sure in character that I knew.
So, the guy we're gonna possibly fight, or the one that mostly started a lot of this, is your father?
My birth was apparently some breaking of pact or promise between the brothers. I presume they weren't supposed to have children because it was cheating or something.
I want to say a bad joke so bad, but never mind. The other one's just mad because the other one got laid.
So, Sergo, I've known you for as long as I've been at the temple, well, near that. My opinion of you will not change. But that is surprising.
Sergo
Did
just
anybody
kind of
else know this?
nods in the sentiment. I had already told Nathan and Britt Velok.
You're
Those-
still my brother, Sergo. Let's not forget that.
I was attempting to find the right time to tell the rest of the group. Which
Great that you picked this time.
I would say so. Best
Yes.
time as any.
Well, I'm glad you finally decided the time was right to tell.
This
And
is one of the things that will impact us on our way forward. Not in benefit or problems directly, but something most of us should keep in mind. This is a family feud we're dealing with, after all. One that is played out on this
find it
plane of
troubling.
existence, sadly. It is. You circle out one of the...
Sophie, I'm glad that somebody was surprised by the reveal. Glad somebody was.
She literally just got told, oh, by the way, the BBEG, or the guy we're going up against, yeah, no, this is his son.
Point.
Surprise!
Honestly-
Hey guys, we're going to
Yeah.
go beat the crap out of my dad.
Don't worry.
This is the honestly, I think this is the one thing about this campaign. Some things are just not a surprise anymore.
At least to
Which
me,
is why I
though.
want to
And always count on that.
make them to pass.
Mhm.
Thank you, Theo.
Wow. Anything else, Circle?
Sergal shakes his head.
All right.
One last question from me. And Nathan doesn't turn to you, Sergal, directly, but he turns to Tella instead. You killed a dragon in a single shot.
She looks at you, gives a quick nod. I shot it in the eye.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
Good to know.
Again, it was kind of malformed. I wouldn't call it a for sure dragon.
Does anyone of
Did it-
us know what a
Tiny
T-Rex is, by the
ones.
way?
So wait,
hello.
did it have wings or not? I think I
It
missed
did.
the part.
It had wings, but it was built more like a wyvern than a dragon, but it was much higher off the ground, and it still had 6 limbs, including the wings, but the front limbs were like really tiny arms.
Did you figure
is-
out what kind of beast this is? Fae?
It was a fiend, something fiendish.
I mean, I
Well,
guess
then,
that answers
I
it.
would imagine that would be something we need to be on the lookout for, because that may not be the only one.
Everybody roll me a perception.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I haven't even done my
Perception check.
thing yet.
Okay, let me just.
It's my
I
turn,
need to-
though.
Perception, perception, perception.
Yay! Finally, I get to roll perception.
What's this song?
God damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! The one time I
You
have
should
good
not have said
numbers.
you were excited for it, Dagger.
I know, I jinxed it.
All of a sudden. Okay, so
Fuck.
everybody, you all of a sudden see Karas from his nest. All of a sudden, lift his head, look around. But Cole, Bess, Britt, Nathan. It is like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. Basically, in the outside, all of a sudden, in the road that was made by Karas, you see an entourage of cavalry, heavy cavalry. About 20 horses worth approach. Trotting. And essentially, one out of all the horses that are heavily armed, one comes out that is small, like lightly dressed, with no armor or anything. As the person, seemingly human from this distance, leaves his horse by the entrance and just proceeds to wander inside, seemingly seeing all of you there.
We're like sitting, we're sitting in a circle, just like having an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Yeah.
When they walk in.
You know what? Do I just see the guy enter, or do I just not notice anything?
A second, how much did you roll? Oh
One,
no,
sorry, 12.
you basically saw Kara just get off his nest to
Okay, thank you.
where's the action? There you go, found it. The picture. There you go. Is there anything you wish to do? Or would you just like...
I'm going to say, excuse me, everybody. Going to, as fast as I can, just make it to the front of the door and stop them before they say. And say, state your business.
Yes, quite. My name is Karenicus Devout. I'm an envoy for the good King Renewald. You have been cordially invited to his court. The king would wish to speak with you privately.
Is there a time scale at which we need to be there by?
He all of a sudden thinks for a moment, then grabs a piece of parchment from one of his satchels, puts on a set of glasses on, gives a few reads. As soon as possible. Urgent business. Details were not written.
We are currently in a meeting ourselves, and it shouldn't take too much longer, but we will make post haste as soon as we are done.
Alexis.
What?
Insight check. That's it.
Sure.
I want an idea of the nature of the business he's that the king wants us around for. Urgent business is like the most vague possible thing he could have said.
This guy looks like a conglomeration of all the worst traits of that guy who played Ken and Ryan Reynolds. Like, they're not bad traits,
Gosling?
but they're the worst traits.
Honestly, I would have given more of the noble asshole vibe.
Again,
You can roll me a history check also, Cole, if you really want to.
I would love to.
As for the nature, well, he's being honest. He is just a messenger. Right? He was given instructions. He delivered instructions, and his job is now done.
All right, let's vibe check the king. History check, I mean.
Vibe check.
King Renewald, usually commonly known as that, but his full name would be Reen Renewald. Took up the mantle of king several years ago. Essentially rules the entire region alongside a small council. Has a residence in Halash. And by all means, a genuinely good king, albeit still young. 33 years old, give or take. You probably assume the urgent business is probably somebody told about the Chosen of Tarumak. And also there's this demonic thing that is going on in the world, so probably that kind of business. The fucking cat, exactly. The same one.
Speaking of cat, by the way, I'm petting a cat. I have a cat in my lap.
Oh, nice.
This feels like important information at this point.
Well, screw you, I have a dog.
No, I mean Cole has a cat.
Very well.
Where did you get a cat from?
You never asked him. I didn't mention it, but you didn't.
Very well.
It's a New York cat.
My duty has been accomplished. You have been notified. We will await you in Halashra at your earliest convenience. May the God Empress bless your way. As he gives a polite nod and a bow, and then leaves.
Wouldn't he like to know?
I know.
In any
Clueless.
sense,
So we're gonna continue this, right? It's like
Yes, I
ignoring
was
completely what happened.
yes, this does pertain to the final ending of what I have to say. Anyways,
Okay, I'm gonna miss the music. So you basically, you're just like, yeah, hey, there's an invitation, go, and you're like, okay, bye. We'll switch the
Say,
music.
say,
Later.
give us a minute. You kind of caught us in the middle of something.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna switch the music.
Don't
then.
say it like that, or I will smite you. As
No,
useless as
no.
that may be.
Hold on a second. Let me switch the music.
Thank you.
We have
Oh,
a family
God,
feud
hold
of
up.
our own.
Yeah, no, this is not exactly.
In any ways, I do believe that I'm the last one to speak. As of recently, what has been happening is there's been a lot. We've all been places. I've done some things. Most recently, Kara sent me up north, where I dealt with a myriad of gnolls attacking ancient dragon bones. There, I found a pool of ancient dragon blood, of which Karas led me to, and I am now considered a matriarch of red dragons.
Looks you up and down. Where are the scales?
As far as I'm aware, they haven't shown up.
Yet.
Yes.
She is omitting the yet.
Okay.
He was
Which then
kind of
leads right
slowly looking him
to-
up and down.
To Karas. Where's Karas now?
He looked at the person who just came by, looked at it for a bit, and then left back to its nest.
There is much more to Karas. As stated previously with Theo, seems to be the brother, or a sibling of Karas. Which is why I have been made champion of the Red Dragon, Karas. So he's not just a little dragon, he is in fact a continental dragon.
Remind
As a
me, how
descendant
big were
of
those?
Tiamat.
Direct descendant of Tiamat.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to bring this up. Is Carrick around again, or?
He's in his little he's in his little nest.
You can clearly hear
Wait,
you,
did
by
you
the
say
way.
carrot or carrot?
Oh yeah.
Karok, not Karis.
Oh, Karen.
No,
Carrot?
Carrot is still gone.
In ages.
Okay. It's true that
Karok's
it's been a while.
Karok's been missing for 2,000 years.
Don't start that shit with me. Okay.
34 years.
It's been 86 years.
Oh, I did notice. I did notice a few wrinkles on your visage.
Yeah, in any sense. This also pertains to the reason why the Maelstrom and the Abyss are no longer on the table. It is after self-reflection, it is apparent that Karas wants me, and me alone, to go.
And why would you be alone to go while it is all our duty to fulfill tasks to protect the world?
Unfortunately, this is just a recent realization. I do not know why, and I know there will be objections, and I will not stop you from raising those objections to Karas.
Looking at the little dragon.
But as a matriarch of the Red Dragon, gifted this to me by him, I'm not about to get in a full-on discussion with him.
At that point, Cole's eyes steal to yours for a moment, Britt, and so, do you serve Karas or your paladins?
My paladins are my family is first and foremost. However, given the again, this is only a recent development that has only happened in the past 48 hours. So I'm still getting used to this.
Does this mean this could
Yeah.
change your answer
With
to
that-
the question?
Sorry.
What was that question again?
Does this change mean your answer to the question Cole posed change?
No.
Very well.
I have every intention of seeing this to the very end, and everyone under my care is properly fit and fully able and capable of defending themselves.
Great.
I did not hear a word.
Basically saying, my goal is to keep you guys safe until you guys can take care of yourself.
Wins. Okay, continue.
Great.
Hmm.
Is this meeting about honesty, information, or trust?
Why does it have to be a choice? Why can't it be all?
Because they're contradicting themselves right now. So answer me. Which one takes priority?
Okay, what
With
were
silence.
those choices again? What were the choices again? Sorry.
He said, trust, information, or honesty.
To say trust.
And Dagger, exactly right.
Fucking
Head on
knew
the
it.
nail there.
Fucking knew it.
There's
Actually, let me do this. Trust can be blind. In character, fuck yeah.
there is an eyebrow raise as he's surprised to hear that from someone else's mind voice. Then so be it. I will say no more if none of you want anything but.
I raise my hand. Full on understanding what I'm gonna do.
Who are
Trust
you
is
raising your
one
hand?
thing. Oh, I'm raising my hand to as a statement. Trust is
No.
one thing. But knowing what each other are about, and the abilities is not a sign of trust. I rather have the information. Trust can come after. I much rather know who I'm working with and why I'm working in the first place. There's a lot too many things we don't know, and honestly, too many things that are being restricted. It would be better for all of us that we know what we're doing. And that counts for you as well, Brit. You're not solely here to protect us. That is one of your tasks you assigned yourself. As a shield, it's one of the tasks I assigned myself as well. But we have a mission. And for your trip to the Maelstrom,
I'm sure some of us would like to object and even not stop you, but be very persuasive on joining as well. We are together. We are a force. And I look at Karis, and nothing should be in between us.
Karis reacting to
so.
this.
It seems to be fully focused on its nest and its small pile of gold.
Okay. Then Vess will speak up to Brit. Well, at least walk up to Brit. And Vess is gonna speak in a different language for a moment. And considering you're a dragon, I hope you can understand Draconic. Does anyone else here understand Draconic?
I do.
Cole just.
No.
Cole, you don't even have to mention. You're like you're a linguist. For goodness sake.
Okay. So Brit and Cole, you'll probably understand what Vess is saying in a moment. The rest of you just sound jargle-bargle.
I mean, we
If
can realize what it is.
if you understand the language of dragons, then I have something for you in a moment. Meet me outside.
You're saying
Nods.
Okay.
But at this
Circle,
moment. Sorry, go on. Circle if you have
That's
something.
No, you go ahead, Cole.
And he kind of, at this point, Cole is like standing up, and the cat kind of follows up his shoulder onto his back / shoulder, just kind of chilling out there. And he looks at all of them, and I have a question. And I will roll an insight check for this. But you guys, like, how would you judge your characters on your level of trust in this situation? How much are you willing to let things lie as they are, as he's reading the room?
Roll inside.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What do you mean by that? Like, do we trust our characters, or do we trust the other character? Does our character trust the others?
Nathan is obviously not happy about the full extent of the answer that Brit just chose. And really doesn't like the undermining of the current conversation that Vest just did. I've come to expect that from Vest.
Dagger's brow was grimacing into a frown.
Oh, his brow.
Alright. Dagger's upset, Nathan's dissatisfied. I'm reading all of you, so wager give what you think you would give on a 39.
Well, Cole, you know Vess well enough, and you know that what Vess said pretty much doesn't mean anything serious. She probably just wants to test Brit for something, but you know that whatever she's giving outside is nothing serious.
Got confirmation on that.
I can tell you, this Brit is literally just struggling, just waiting for you guys to just start asking her myriad questions, because she has a bunch of stuff to tell. She's just not very forthcoming because it's not coming to her right now.
Patience, Brit.
We're waiting.
I'll get to you. But
we're waiting for the
so-
first one to act.
Well,
Circle-
she's very much out of her comfort zone right now.
Circle's talking.
Sergal seems conflicted, looking between Brit and Karis before he stands up and looks at Brit. Brit, I trust you. You're our leader, and you have led us well so far. I don't trust Karis. it is not a matter of whether or not you are capable of doing this, or even really whether it's the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do, and you are capable of doing it. But you're also our leader. And what kind of team would we be to let our leader do this alone? When we know we could help.
And Cole kind of puts his hand up over, like towards Brit, like the stop motion, if Brit's about to answer to that. And his eyes sharpen on, I believe there's only one other person I haven't gotten an answer out of, on Theo.
Yeah.
You could see he's very interested in what Brit has to say, staring at him, her, and you can see like just a hint of a smile on his face. Very quiet.
All right. He nods and says, and as he turns over to Brit, and he starts walking towards, like, I'm guessing, like, Brit, are you, like, in the middle of the circle, or are you kind of sitting at the circle?
Well, this is the, God, the cathedral-like thing, the inside.
Chapel.
So there's a bunch.
Okay, of course.
Yeah, so the chapel. So there's a bunch of rows and then couple steps and then podium. So me and Nathan are up top on the up on the steps.
All right, and I am thinking. So this room right here. So I just posted the image.
Yes.
Got it. As he kind of walks into the main hallway and starts walking towards Brit. Brit, do you have secrets to hide?
Hold on, give me a sec. She's going to look over to Laura. She's going to look to everybody else other than, like, kind of hard when it is kind of hard to determine who knows what, especially there's some things that the paladins know that we don't, that you three don't. Like the fact that we have no real soul.
I've been informed of this.
And you're also aware that we also have the parasite and another.
I've been made aware of this as well. That was not my question, Brit. I asked, do you have any secrets? And he makes his way up to the podium at this point. Like, he's not, like, taking your place at the podium. He's just, like, in front of you, standing on the bottom of the stairs.
One sec here. Hold on. Gotta step away for just a second here.
1 second.
Okay, so this is a tiny hiatus, I'm guessing? Well,
1 second.
I mean,
This
you are
will
right,
only
no
take a moment.
okay. I hate when it's quiet. So we have the parasite? When was that revealed?
I'll explain it in a bit, but 1 second.
There's a lot
okay.
of stuff that you missed while you were gone.
Man, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. No, there is no other secrets that I have. I have divulged whatever I need to say.
You know, he nods and he starts walking to the side of the podium and starts walking up. Then your words are failing you. Let me assist. As he kind of walks up, he kind of walks up on the opposite side where Nathan was, and he puts his hand out.
If this is for trust, then I do not. Everything shall be put on the table. It's it. I will accept your assistance.
And do you give him your hand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I need your clear statement that you consent to me delving into your mind. I will display what is there for all to see. But if I do not have your word, those that guide you will be ungrateful for my intrusion.
You have my complete consent.
He nods. And I cast Detect Thoughts and probe deeper. And and now I'm going to do some digging. Brit, there is a few scenes that I want from you, and a few scenes that I am going to ask you kind of pick out. Now, before I say anything else, what are the 3 most important points of your life, Brit?
Waking up in the cart. Waking up in the cart. Meeting Farron for the first time as well as the rest of the party, and being put and making the decision to protect them, as well as God, I'm trying to remember. The day Sylvie lost her life.
All right. So, as he describes these things, and I'm gonna somewhat DM. Can I have your assistance for this? That I'm going to major illusion these memories out for people to see. Could you do the DM description of them, the objective reality of these scenes?
The pre-selected memory?
Yes.
Oh God.
There are some people here that have not seen this in session or out, so I cannot skip the description. I apologize.
I know. Well, with the first image, there's basically a carriage. Or I guess the interior of the carriage. You basically see a handful of supplies, dirty rags, blooded clothing, and what you assume is young Brit Valak, essentially more stitches and bandaged than actual clean flesh. By them. God, hold up a second. Oh God, I just realized something. Roll me Arcana check.
Oh yeah. I like Arcana checks. 55.
And Arcana checks love you.
Basically, you get a very high detailed memory, or guess amalgamation, because you assume there's a lot, because it's basically hours of memory put into a single basically set. You assume what you see by the Brit in the cart are young looking tiefling lady. It seemingly is looking at Brit with pity and sadness, and semi carefree, not carefree, more like doesn't really care how Brit more cares about the tiefling human, adorning silver, plate armor, and basically looks like a lot younger version of Tarumak.
What's a Tarumak?
What's a Tarumak?
Well, I guess then the second vision comes. Actually, it's quite a few, because it's not exactly that they all met at the same time. But first was Brett, and then was Farron, and then it was Sergal, then it was Dagger, then it was Sophie.
Yo.
Yes, Sophie.
Sophie.
Yes, Sophie.
Oh.
Then it was. That Farron was second. Then it was Chadwick. No, then it was Carrick. Then it was Chadwick. Then it was Nathan. As one by one, each are essentially joined. And of course, Brett, as each individual joined, grew with age. So. And then the third one is essentially a tavern, or I guess interior of a tavern, where for fuck's sake, it seems to be some sort of confrontation with the outside, as there are a bunch of masked individuals essentially shouting to everyone inside. Everybody inside is panicking. The Pounds are basically readying themselves for a fight. The innkeeper is seemingly unlocking a hidden passage under one of the barrels, and you see Sylvie essentially teleport to all of them and essentially get stabbed and burned to death. And yeah, those are the three memories, I guess. Also, I'll be right back. I got it.
Think about it for a moment. I'll also be right back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Terry, Cookie, friend, amigo.
Hola.
Can you help me with this little enigma in my head that is not that relevant, but at the same time I'm curious about? How much time passed from first day of from first session to current session?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah. Now, is it a year or less than or more?
Less than a year. It's July
Very much
28th
less than
right
a
now in game, but I don't know the starting date.
Damn. Honestly, that's a little a fun little question.
Oh. July 28th to July 29th.
Nathan's Nathan went off to do a little thing. He'll be right back too.
Well, but yeah, it's like July 20. Is it July 28th or July 29th, Rex?
29
in game.
Technically.
Thank you. Yeah.
Araxis, what was the first session day in game?
Oh god.
Good luck
How
remembering
much
that.
time has actually passed?
I think it was. Fuck. Session 1, I stated what day it is. I think it is. It was like the third day of summer. I need to check again. But basically, it's been less than 2 months.
Oh, all of that was less than 2 months?
Yes.
It's been a very busy 2 months.
Yes.
Holy, I can barely get something done in 1 month.
Hey. Busy people.
Damn. I would not want to live in fantasy world.
Nathan, get back here.
I have returned.
Yes, perfect. Summoned.
Holy shit! This session is a train wreck. I love it.
I know.
As I say,
keep
there's
it that
still
way.
there's still 2 things that we need to cover but we've gone so far off track.
And then,
I'm so
and
sorry
then,
for that.
and then after that,
I'm not.
the scenes that I pick out from your mind, Britt, are your interaction with Doran, your meeting and your ascension, and your interaction with Karas in the pool and your ascension from that.
Oh god. So what was the first thing? The second was
Uh,
the Thorin. The third was the blood.
So-
The first one.
I didn't give a. That was just. Those are 2 I picked out.
Oh.
Those are just
okay.
2 separate that I picked out.
And I need to describe them again, I guess.
Yes, you do. Sorry. Recap session. It's
Yeah,
filler
you
episode.
I guess it's been over a year. A recap is necessary, I guess. I guess
no.
this is a recap the session. Because technically, if you look
Yes.
back at
Definitely
the
need to
first
recap
session and
that
see
session.
how you all changed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Should we completely like forego the rest of the session just to go back to the first VOD of the stream? to
Oh
watch it?
god, no.
No, it wasn't.
Ah,
No,
please,
the thing
just
of
a
us
summary.
was no, it wasn't that long.
I
It wasn't
think
that long. It's
It's
like it was
been
like 6
over
months
a
ago.
year. It's been over a year.
mean,
Also, I think
Araxis didn't give,
since
like, a
the,
starting
I
date,
feel-
so-
Since the no, you're confusing the day we started with the day I met Doran in Lecter.
Oh,
Oh,
you met Lecter that day? I wasn't even aware of that. I guess I'm about to see
Yes,
something.
yes,
new.
Wait.
I remember that.
wait.
I was at it.
You're gonna meet Doran? Oh yeah. Yeah.
did
So,
both
okay.
sessions.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I know. I just mean, I'll need to grab a screen cap of the first session to see how all of you looked and now how everybody is. Anyway,
Oh,
I
please
didn't
I looked
grab
didn't
those
have
old
white
images.
hair.
Anyway.
I have
White
not
hair.
changed. I have not changed.
listen, calm
The
down. Anyway, the first image is essentially what seems to be on a very blank, almost for Cole's mind, it just basically manifested blank piece of rock in the middle of an ocean, where British is with Laura of all people, side by side, and overlooking the sea. Stand two individuals. One, the archipelago king, and Thorin, the herald of Io, seemingly having a conversation before slightly turning to the newly arrived individual as a third individual by the name of by way of Julie the Silver can be seen far in the background behind Britt and Laura.
Also,
So-
this is a personal curiosity, but since I have modify memory and I can clarify the memory, what was the end of the conversation that was overheard?
What?
It's like forcibly. You said they were ending on a conversation.
Oh no!
What was the next-
They seem by all means they seem to be looking over the ocean, and then once Brit was there, they basically turned
Got
to...
it, got it.
Yeah.
I received my request.
Yeah. And then, well, technically, I'm gonna go for the whole memory of Doran. Technically, Electra took Laura, and Brit was taken by Doran. And then, actually, that's the fun part. You basically see Cole, and technically Brit for the first time, what Doran actually did to you. Because you did bow, like you did kneel, and it was told to close your eyes because it's better than that way. You basically all witnessed Doran essentially dissect Brit from upper right shoulder to like lower chest area. And seemingly refuse it together with some aspect of lightning or some other magics, which from that from that action her hair changed. That's sort of
She
fun.
died.
He died. And then I go to the second memory of Brit's.
No, there's a bit more in there.
Oh, you wanna
Keep going. That's the entire ascension, man. There's like two more
yes,
things that happen.
yes. Oh god, I may have forgotten because it's fucking late. It's hard. You go. If I remember correctly, you were essentially showing off your speed. You nearly
No,
oh.
I was offered a hand from Doran after I came to again.
Oh wait, yeah, you did, and then he chucked you.
Yes.
Fuck, I forgot that. Yeah, that's how you got. And then you flew, and then Kilroy showed up.
Wait, who? What? What?
I know.
Kilroy showed up from the ocean.
Yeah.
To me with the trident, and I was struck by lightning.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much that.
That was it.
Yeah. And then the more recent memory, actually, that happened kind of like yesterday, or give or take.
That's saying less than 48
Yeah.
hours ago.
Essentially, what you see is a blood pit, an amalgamation of blood and body parts, as essentially Brit is seemingly above it, like 40 feet, watching as this blood manifestation rises from the pool. It seemingly starts to consume the thicker parts of it. Brit proceeds to just obliterate it. You just see plop. This is gone, dissected in 4 parts. And then she just stared at the pool and essentially reached out. And what you basically can see, but for you really were focusing more like survive trademark. What you can all see, and I guess Brit now, is as soon as the blood touched, there are hundreds of thousands of souls. They're almost like stitched together, seemingly just try to tear at Brit and bring her down into the pool. For a split second, she was descending before all of a sudden, almost like a Uno reverse card, as all of the souls got strung up and pulled to Brit. As some you could see were basically showing signs of, well, fear and trying to escape back into the pool, but got sucked nonetheless. And then the pool went quiet, the color faded, and there she was, Brit, in the darkness. So,
And the last bit, my good DM, is I'm going to leave this up to you. Cole shifts through the memory, and I would ask that you pick 3 or 2 scenes that you feel that Cole would say, this is important.
This is important.
Okay,
Uno
question.
refers
Oh, are you
Question.
talking to Eric's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have a simple question. What do you think is important for Cole at this moment? Because there's many things Cole would deem important.
And alright, so he's on the information side, he's kind of picking up memories that he isn't showing the others while he's moving around these, copy pasting onto his computer. But
Motherfucker.
on information and
Get mind
but
probed.
however, divine probe, exactly. However, on information he wants to show everybody else. This is information that's either suppressed, that Brit might not know she has. This is information that defines her moral compass, or information that she doesn't even understand, she hasn't shown yet.
Well, the first memory is all the paladins, except for seemingly looking at Karok as he's walking away from everyone. Opposite way or opposite direction. Then there is the memory of returning back to Olash. Not return back, but being alone by the Sentis Order's headquarters, seemingly looking on from a distance. A bit past your official resignation, or I guess abandonment by the Order. And Britt, can you roll me D100?
Oh boy.
Oh
Funny
god,
number!
it's a funny number.
Nice.
And what you realize all of a sudden, Paul, can you? So how do I say this for you, Cole? All of a sudden, your concentration just fades, just blanks out. All of a sudden, like something just pulled a plug on you. But the images are still there. As Brett and everybody else, you can see this lady, this human female, Brett, that you know from basically the start. The one that basically took care of you all these years, and essentially raised you as a pseudo mother, if you will, right? Yeah.
The tiefling. Talking about Anna.
But here's the thing. You basically see from the beginning where Brit is essentially bedbound to Brit being older and older, and of course her mother becoming also slightly older and older. And it's basically coming up to almost the last year. As all of a sudden, the image of your let me find the proper image. I need to show it. Where is it? Because I can see. Oh, there you go. The lady that you now know as Lorana, her true name. Your take. You see the visions fade with you in them. However, hers does not stop. Cole, can you roll me an Arcana check and Nathan perception check?
Let's go.
Goodness. First.
Okay. Wait, let's go do this again. Just do this. Nathan, you see just you see the how does this the images seem to spawn in and out, changing slightly just the movement of this said tiefling, but also you can see there's like 6 ghastly humanoid figures is just now with you, around you, in this reddish in this reddish fuck I can't speak reddish mist, like aberrations or souls or something. Doesn't have any features except for they're semi-humanoid. Cole, you can immediately realize something is wrong about this. Something is off. Something is making this happen, and you kind of just, it's not your spell anymore, if it even you can call it a spell.
And
I don't know what
I...
clues call, but I'm pretty sure you went very deep into her memories. This is, what even is this?
And as I kind of like, as this memory like shifts, I'm gonna now no longer on the memory spell itself. I look at the thread or the connection or the charm or whatever remnant of causing this is going on, and I try to follow it back while the image is displayed.
Nathan kind of starts describing the imagery that he is seeing to the rest of the audience.
I think.
Including the
I'm sorry.
misshrouded
I'm sorry.
creatures.
You're seeing it now, and now you're telling us?
Hmm?
Okay. Well, confused.
Hey, Yim, are you still with
Okay.
us? Have we lost him?
Don't worry
Wait.
about it. I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
As
need
long
to
as you know.
I just need to change the music. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fair enough. That seems legit.
Give me a second. Where is the said music? Oh yeah, this one. Hold on. Oh yeah, this one. There you go. Because here's the thing, I usually had a bunch of bookmarks with my old PC, but you know, now it's gone because new PC.
New PC. Hmm.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, why is it not? There you go, found it. Boop. There you go. So what do you call exactly trying to do?
I'm looking for the source. I've been
Source.
pushed. This is no longer my spell. Something's doing something, and I'm not gonna try to break it or interfere with it, but I'm trying to look where it's coming from.
Yeah.
As if anyone knows magic.
If anyone knows magic.
Why do I feel like Cole's trying to break the game again?
Okay. Do you know what's ironic about you? If anyone asks magic, if anyone knows magic, you're kind of like the only grandmaster here.
Yeah, you're kind of are the special.
I said I cut that off there. I said like if anyone knows magic, it's me.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
actually I found a better soundtrack. There you go. I feel like since it's November, I gotta pop the good soundtrack.
Perfect.
I gotta pop the good champagne. You know. Anyway, there you go. So, a good people.
Mr. Protect me.
Mr. Protect you. All of a sudden, all of you smell sulfur. All of you. And everything becomes to get dimmer. Nathan, these reddish, familiar humanoid, whatever soul beings, they're multiplying.
Do you relay that information?
The number's increasing, and you can see Nathan starting to try to set up a magic circle behind the quarantine zone around the two.
Somebody grab the child. Get them out of here.
I'm grabbing my weapon.
Something's not right.
I can't use that ability, or else because I'll just get flashbanged. No, wait. Wait.
Do it. Do it.
Actually,
We're pushing a ball.
no. Araxis, I would like to use magic awareness. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 6. I'm not getting flashbanged, I just know where they are. When you sense a spell, you can learn of which school of magic it belongs to, so... Boop,
Evocation, divination, conjuration, and abjuration.
So all of it.
Oh no.
Illusion isn't on there,
As
buddy.
Nathan, you look around. They're just multiplying. Give me a second. Let me just give you an image of what you are basically seeing.
Can
'Cause-
everyone? Is it just Nathan who's seeing?
Well, Nathan has the permanent true sight. However,
Way in darkness.
yeah. However, a second. Let me give you the soul image. There you go. Where is it? There you go. Soul.
Normally, he only has it. If he's obviously seeing something, though, I can give myself true sight. And so I will.
And what you basically see, Nathan, is what seems to, from the outside, something is falling for a second, and then you realize it's not falling. It's just kind of cracking. As all of a sudden you see this slow, almost like lightning, descend into the earth of fiery flame that slowly seems to just inch into the hull. And through the cracks of the lightning, you basically see Hellfire.
I'm Hey Araxis,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to hold my action to cast banishment on the first thing that comes out of that portal.
See, but that's only what Nathan sees.
Oh,
Not
Nathan,
anymore.
Trying my hardest to
Actually, not
Na-
anymore.
Na-
You
Nathan-
see?
All I'm
Sorry,
gonna
let me
say,
clarify something.
yeah, Nathan, all I'm gonna say, remember that little fucked up sky-looking thing where everything was like kind of cracked? Now
no.
it's literally in your main hall.
With that said, my simulacrum, while this is happening and I realize there's stuff to see with True Seeing, and True Seeing is not a concentration spell, though there is some gold cost
Yeah.
to it, my simulacrum walks up and taps each of them on the shoulder. You guys have True Sight for the next hour.
Oh god.
Oh, everyone?
All the party members.
Oh.
You'll owe me later. With that said, seeing this go on,
Yeah.
Is it obvious, self-evident, that a hole to the hell plane is like basically opening up?
Very close to assuming yes. Albeit, you realize something cool. This is not natural. This is on purpose. As
Can I find out by who?
Well, you see, the tiefling is still there in the minor image.
Oh, the bastard!
As all of a
Shield's
sudden,
dead.
you see the said tiefling get stabbed in the back by a hooded figure. And before she falls to the ground, the said assailant literally grabs her by the neck and just pulls her basically head with bits of spine out.
Like,
And just chucks it into the actual opening. Into the hellish crack, if you will. Hell crack.
I'm sorry. So, did they just throw the spine into the room?
No, they
Or-
the illusion that was basically going beyond Cole's play literally got killed in front of all of you by another illusion, and it chucked its head and spine into the hell crack, and it seemingly went in.
brutal.
This is no longer an illusion, I would say.
I think
I'm
we're
pretty
past the
fucking sure
illusion.
this is not an illusion.
Fatality.
As the said illusion looks around, all of a sudden it sprouts massive fiery wings. It seems to look around. Sergal seemingly just stares at you. Can you roll me a D100?
Unless you have child support, what?
My child support.
82.
I don't want to be right. Not this time.
Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see personally, or do you wanna see what? Do you want everybody to see?
They all have true sight. Let them see.
Okay. Give me a second. I just need to make sure it's in the actual thing. So,
Araxis, are you asking me if I want the other people to see what's happening?
yes.
Oh.
Does the theater kid in me, it wants to let y'all know.
Do it.
wants to show off. But
Come on, you've been waiting for a spotlight moment, Serval. Come on.
Come on.
Don't...
heck yeah.
Be the actor
show
you want it to
it.
be.
Show
Okay.
it. Show it.
You basically see the clothing burn off, revealing something similar like Tarumak, albeit a bit different. Beady red eyes, fiery beard, almost like Farron, albeit a lot taller, a lot more menacing, standing over 10 feet over you. It seemingly all of a sudden just realizes that what it's looking at and gives you a grin. Half spawn.
I'm more than you'll ever be, Father.
Is that so? Claiming refuge in ruin. No
My
army.
refuge. You can see Circles kind of smiling as well. My refuge is not this place. My army is not a swarm of spears. refuge is in knowing that you're pitiful. And the only blade I need is my own.
Insolent wretch. It all of a sudden just extends its hand towards you. And all of a sudden, you feel like you're getting grabbed by something. A massive force, almost like a massive hand squeezing you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Everybody else, you all of a sudden do see, in fact, the illusion just fades and now there's a 16 feet tall archdevil in your presence.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Araxis, in this moment.
Should we? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Should we all cast
Alright.
banishment at the same time?
Hold on.
Alright,
Who has the highest charisma in the group?
That would be me.
Before you do that,
What is
just
your bonus?
Plus 14.
That's nice.
Araxis,
yes.
in this moment, when he's not paying attention to me, when I notice there's a gap, I have to do something. There's a sending message,
So you add the difference.
Uh-huh.
and my sister gets a sending message. Look.
No. Jesus motherfucking Christ.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, I had to cough.
Oh, you called Sergal's dad.
Wait, so Cole, you're gonna just DM your sister, right?
Yeah, I just give the sister a look.
Just
Let me
send
guess.
her a Snapchat. Check out what's going on out here, Lamau.
Sorry, hey yo,
Selfie?
hey yo, pull up. Pull up.
Pull, yo, pull up.
Pulling up with Sergal's dad.
Look who just showed up to the party.
Man, this night's getting crazy.
So, do I feel like there is actually something there grabbing me? I have true sight.
No, it just feels like it's just a sudden force just starts to crush you as it gives like this motion that it's grabbing you. Not grabbing you, but just like extend its hand and just
Oh
kind
my-
of doing this grabbing motion.
Oh my god, Sergal, your dad is Darth Vader.
Sergal, like, looks at his dad. I rolled a 28, by the way. He looks at his dad, kind of gives him a smile, and closes his eyes, taking a breath, however much of a breath he can. And he says,
Okay.
Lathander, god of
Oh, yeah. Continue.
Lathander, god of the dawn, hear my call. Many are the fiends that lie before me, and few are the foes who can stand against you.
Roll me D100. So what is everybody doing? We're doing action economy now. Everybody, one action. Figure out.
Well, what's Brick doing? Is she incapacitated still, or is this?
Sergal, please reroll that.
You're saying I can reroll
Please,
the D100?
yeah, please reroll that.
Yes. Brett. Yes, you're conscious.
Sergal, I will give you the option. I can make you reroll that again. That's up to you. If you're happy with the 51, you can take it.
It's a risk.
I'm gonna leave it up to a coin flip, like a real.
Alright.
Oh. Yes, do like
heads,
me.
Heads. I'll take the reroll.
Okay, but besides the reroll,
It landed on my Lego. It landed on my Lego dragon. It was a heads. It's a heads. Give me a sec.
Oh.
so for that being said,
No! Whatever.
Alright.
I'll take it.
give me a second. Just need to check real quickly.
No.
No. So Brett, you're conscious. You're fine. It's just that just kind of. Vess. Okay, everybody has one action. Cole, you call your sister. Nathan.
Saloon goddess of the night sky, save us in this night. We need your aid.
D100.
Everyone's DMing. Everyone else.
Listen, man,
Okay,
what else do you,
you know
do
what?
when an archdevil is
You know
in
what?
front of you?
Same. You know what? Same.
I'll go to battle in city. All of those who would aid me, hear my call. There's a demon despite that threatens the balance of the world.
Actually, Araxis,
Hmm?
My
Uh,
mate.
I can quicken the sending spell.
Oh no, I know. You sent your DM. Dagger, you're only
boy.
D100.
Oh,
Brett,
okay.
you?
I'm gonna give everyone their moments first before Fest does anything.
Yea, though I walk
Yes,
through
Britt?
the valley of the shadow of death.
Give me a second.
Okay,
Wow.
Vess, you?
No, I'm last. Theo first.
Oh, Theo. Yeah, what do you want to do, Theo?
Why me first?
Jesus fucking Christ. It's either action economy or you pass the turn. I'm not gonna wait forever for you to decide.
Okay. So Theo doesn't
Oh,
know.
I'm-
Okay. If that's everyone.
I want to do something.
Sure.
I want to use my wish spell to make sure that the prayers are heard and answered.
Okay. Roll me
Good one.
D100.
All the
Okay.
D100s.
Araxis?
Yes?
Here's Vess's turn. She looks at him, the big archdemon appearing, and just says the following words. Leave.
The hunt towards you is not upon us yet.
48.
That's it.
Oh, you're just gonna say leave. Be gone.
It just says leave. Everyone else is gonna pray. Vess is not gonna do anything yet.
Theo, what are you gonna do?
Arax.
This says leave.
I'm
Fuck out. Right, Theo?
I'm just gonna grab my weapon and say, "My dragon, show me why you made me your soldier."
Everyone is just like, I'm calling this one in.
By the way,
Everybody's
phone a
doing their
friend.
Alpha strike. Okay, so
Every-
basically, all the people.
Alexis.
Hmm?
I do have something.
Yes.
Since this is a cheeky thing to do, but there are two of me.
Uh huh.
And so my simulacrum, right? And with my main action, I'm gonna cast planar binding on him.
Planar binding.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving. At what
Also, will be
level?
casting elemental weapon. Oh,
It's
never mind.
9th level. I'm not downplaying this.
Roll me a 2d100s. Let's see.
Oh, does he not? Oh, he's not even gonna make a save. All right. Let's see.
Oh yeah. Maro- this is literally your dad came out when you said I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick you know. You say to your dad, I'm gonna kick your ass, and your dad fucking.
Araxis,
Yeah.
can I? Hold up. I'm not gonna use a 9th level. I'm gonna use a wish spell to cast it. Clarification. That's the highest spell I can
Roll
cast.
me a
Not a 9th
d100
level.
then.
Yeah, I apologize. That's my. Damn.
Damn.
He's doing. Well.
Wow,
Damn.
there's a lot
Well,
of
if someone wants
30s.
to-
Honestly, you shouldn't have trusted it.
Okay, let
Well,
me
you
let
know
me
what?
roll a
This-
d100. 7.
Oh my.
He rolled
Oh god.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
Plot twist. He has a plus 30
Oh my
to
God.
all 1d100.
No. Hold on.
This is what we're gonna call the session. You decided to finish the game next session.
Yes!
Speed run!
You
Speed run!
as all of a sudden as you wish, Cole, before everything goes to shit, you basically see a sudden hack on the hell crack, essentially severing the connection with the Archdevil, binding him to the place for a moment. But
For
will
a
a moment be enough? Oh
We
god.
will see.
Okay.
Next time
Okay.
on Dragon Balls.
Guys, here's the time. Circle reveal. Probably his last appearance.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not joking. You skipped fucking like 30-something sessions. It's do or die.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Araxis, see, like, Dad got the belt, but we had more belts.
More belts.
Listen.
Honestly, the war starts now.
All I am saying is you lack some critical information. This is gonna be painful. This is gonna be painful.
Let's see if I die today. Next session.
I pat this guy. This motherfucker has Pathfinder mechanics.
Oh no.
If you don't know what Pathfinder mechanics, ooh.
I don't know, and I don't care.
You will care.
Well,
It's
a good thing.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing we have
I
forbids.
will make this honest to you, because you did do something incredibly stupid, and that gave a lot of XP for the thing you did. You're all level.
What?
You're all level 20. You have no idea how many levels this little interaction and the ballsly. Oh yeah, let's fucking do it.
The end game is 9.
You're literally. Man, I can actually do the archaeological campaign sooner than expected. Holy shit!
Oh,
Fuck!
What did you do? Okay, I need to tell you this. Next session, it's gonna be about a lot of fucking hours, maybe 6. So, clear your schedule.
Duly fucking noted, bro.
Oh man. For
Hey
fuck's
guys, I may not be able to make.
Guys,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ow!
That's not Chadwick.
guys, guess what? Yeah, we got Chadwick back next week.
oh yes!
We're gonna need him.
Araxis,
nearly forgot about
please, Araxis, please tell Chadwick what he has to do for his,
Level
the
20, and also,
economy.
mind you, the halls are gonna be your battle map. So everybody who is there is now there, so everybody can die. All the people you gather can fucking die.
Okay,
Also,
so
Forbiddance is up, so it's 5d10 radiant damage on him every time he starts his turn here.
okay, just saying, okay. I have to point out, get the fucking kid out of there.
Oh, we're getting everybody out of here too.
I don't think you can make it.
Cole, that is your job. You are the teleporter.
Is now running.
I am the man who teleports.
Anyway,
Listen, the child needs to run.
Anyway,
out of here.
before I gotta go actually. So with that being said, I'll be back in like an hour. But anything you want to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors?
What?
Smite.
Give me a second. It's over.
Okay.
Motherfucking Cole. Fuck's
Okay.
sakes.